Hello, my name is Lorraine Knox. I work here as a sessional lecturer. The department actually is a grade 1 within our Ofsted report. Some of the resources we actually use is the visualiser. It comes in really handy actually, because when we're delivering the lessons, a lot of students find that they would like to work alongside us. So in order for them to do that, with the visualisers we're able to actually project onto the screen, and many students can actually follow us step by step instead of just a little crowd following us one at a time. With the visualiser, we're able to identify the different areas of the head and the way we can actually style the hair. Also, we're able to show how to section the hair, how to cut. The angles from the side are actually shown up on the screen as well. And also different blow drying techniques too. This gives a good idea onto the real life industry scenarios. Instead of actually reading from textbooks or PowerPoints, it actually gives on the spot examples. Before the visualiser actually come about, we was quite restricted in respect of that when it comes to one-to-one tuition, showing out the different examples of how we cope with different hair types and everything else, we was only able to go to one student, where now we are able to show to the whole class, which is 17 students, and they're able then to actually work alongside each other and answer questions, ask questions and answer questions. Also they can work at their own pace too. They don't necessarily have to keep up, but as long as they are actually visually seeing the examples on the screen, then they're able to follow on perfectly. Whilst the session is going ahead and we're giving demonstrations on how certain hairstyles are going and what techniques to use, there may be some learners that possibly find it a bit difficult to actually keep up with the actual step-by-step guides. So therefore we're able to video these techniques and actually put them onto SharePoint and share them with many learners, not necessarily in your own group but across the whole years as well. So videoing is a really good way of delivering a lesson that's not on the spot teaching. We find videoing really helpful as students of today are used to technology. They do not like sitting in a classroom environment where they're being told what to do and watching what they can do. They like to see at their own pace and time. They can learn out the environment of the classroom as well. They could be at home and they could be learning from the resources put onto SharePoint and Moodle. So therefore the visualiser is an ideal opportunity and a different technique for students to learn in a modern environment. To encourage the learners, and also within our grade 1
inspection.
Yeah, our grade 1 inspection, we was actually observed throughout a practical environment, and the students were shown on how to do specific techniques through the visualiser, and the inspector was really interested to see the impact it had on learners and their interaction with the technology as well, and the ability for all students to be able to visually see what was going on at the same time. So they all had their own questions and answers exactly at the same time, and the response was very positive. The inspector was extremely pleased with what he was seeing, and the response and the encouragement and the enthusiasm from the students.